Okay, I got it. So today, guys, our topic is actually short because it does not have a lot of questions. And I guess the essay actually is not clear. Have you read it?
Yes, I try, but pretty difficult for understand.
It doesn't give a lot of it doesn't give a lot of information, and the essay is very short, and it just talks about its opinion about the topic. So the title of our essay today is Habits and Bad. Even in the title, it's also confusing. So when you read the title Habits and Bad, what do you think about it? Actually, it's the grammar is actually wrong. Habits and bad because bad is an adjective and it is combined with and conjunction. So, what do you think about what was your impression about the title of the essay? Did you have any idea when you saw the title?
When I read it, I think about some habits are good and some
Mm,
habits are bad.
mm.
It's good when it bring more benefit for us, and bad is an opposite.
Mhm. Okay. Yes, definitely, because the opposite of good is bad. So, yeah, maybe if I will be the writer, I will just say good and bad habits, or I will just write the title Bad Habits, only like that, not habits and bad. How about you, Cam? What's your impression about the title?
I just think about the some good habits and other is a bad habit, and a lot much.
Okay, so we also had a topic hobby, right? So how do you differentiate hobby and habits? What's the difference between the two? A hobby and a habit.
No, I don't know the difference.
How about you, Anna? Could
Uh,
you give me the difference between the two?
Let me think. I think habits is include good habits and bad habits.
Mm,
And hobbies are something we uh, do every day, and
mm.
it's become familiar.
Okay, so that's it. So a hobby, guys. This is the simplest meaning of it. Hobby is intentional. Okay, you have the intention to do it. For example, you intend to learn guitar, so you will make it as your hobby. But when you say habit, it's a pattern of behavior, a pattern of behavior. Sometimes you don't know that you are doing it, like what Scam's doing right now. It's like a habit. Maybe he doesn't know that he's doing this one or he's doing this one, or you're poking your nose and you are not conscious about it. I mean, it's not in your mind that you're poking your nose or you are touching your neck. It's involuntary. Okay, you are unconscious about it. Involuntary. voluntary, opposite from the word voluntary. Okay, so do you understand now? So that's why, for example, one of the bad habits is poking your nose in public. So you don't know you're in public, but you keep on poking your nose, or you keep on sneezing. In other countries, it's rude. It's rude to sneeze or to poke your nose. All right. So that's it. That's the difference between a hobby and a habit. So again, a
Okay,
hobby.
so hobby is the some action when I don't when I am thinking. For example, when I take my hand on my face, but in my mind don't remind about that. That is
That's
the meaning
habit.
of hobby or
Habit.
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 Yes,
Yeah.
involuntary. Yeah, like you don't think about it or you are unconscious. You are unconscious. Unconscious means you don't mind about it, but you are doing it. Like involuntary, like just what you are saying. Okay? So a hobby is something that, yeah, let's say we always say we like to do it or we do it to relieve stress. It means it's intentional or we want to do it. That's habit. Eating is a habit. And sometimes you can consider it good or bad. If you are always overeating, that's a bad habit already. But if you just eat three meals a day and you have a balanced diet, I think that's a good habit. What else are bad habits? I think not taking a shower every day is a bad habit. Okay, and taking a shower every day is, I think, maybe for some countries, guys, it's a good habit because it's different from every country. Do you think there is a country that considers not showering or not taking a shower every day a good habit? Anna.
No, I haven't heard before.
Mm, okay. Because guys, this is just an honest opinion because I have like for Filipinos, before we go to our jobs in the morning, we have to take a shower. That's our habit. So when we start to work in ESL or EFL company, we are so shocked because our students, my first students are Koreans and Japanese. My students do not take a shower. They said that they usually take a shower at night and they just wash their face in the morning when they go to work and enter the class.
Hmm.
Is it the same for Vietnamese people?
Yeah.
Yes, I guess so. It is the same here. And maybe one of the factors is because of the weather.
Yeah,
Is
in
it right?
Vietnam, we can take a bath whatever we want.
You don't have a time.
No, we can take a bath whatever we want, whenever we want,
Whenever. That's why I
whenever.
said that's why I said you don't have a time pattern, like in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening. Yes. So also habit depends on each country, each culture. That's what I'm trying to say.
Mm.
Okay. So yeah, let's go to the essay itself and let's see what you understand about the essay. Anna, have you read the essay?
Yes, I read it. I think it's want to say about um, to form bad habit is easier than good habit, but we should to build good habit by doing and doing uh, every day.
Okay, consistency, like the habit
Uh,
of um, studying English. You have to build it every day.
yeah.
All right. So I think that's it. So how about you, Cam? What do you understand about the essay?
I think this talk about the difference between the good habits and bad. Uh, the first, people easy to accept with bad habits, but other way change that, and if people want to have a good habit, you have you have exercise more time and uh, try many time for to create a new habit. Uh, that's it.
Okay, I think this one is short but difficult to understand. But yeah, in the first part of the essay, it is saying that our life is actually affected by trivial. When we say trivial, it means not important. So our life are affected by things that are less important, and those things that are always repeating, and also sometimes we have some behavior. We also have some behavior that it's unthinkable, and it is also saying here that bad habits. So Anna is right. Bad habits are easy to form. But do you agree in the essay? It says that whatever we do in our life, it reflects. It reflects the quality of life that we are living. So we have here the acts. The acts determine the quality of our existence. It means that whatever we do, it reflects if we are doing a good life or if we are doing a bad life, the quality of our life. So I have a question. Can you say that the quality of your life is good or bad? So in my case right now, I think the quality of my life is not good because I am developing a bad sleeping habit. So I'm like a vampire now. I sleep in the morning. I have so for this week I haven't sleep at night, like from 7 p.m. to 12 midnight. So last this morning, I think it's the best sleep that I got because I was able to sleep at 1 a.m.
Mm.
and I wake up at 4:30 a.m. And wow, I said that's good. But in the past few days, I don't usually sleep during that time. I usually sleep at 10 a.m. and I have to wake up at 4 p.m. So I think it's not good, and I really like force myself to change it. Mm. So I guess the quality of life that I'm living right now is not that good because of the bad sleeping habit that I am forming. So how about you, Anna?
Yeah, I think I have a quality of my life is not good too, because I often when I have more time, I often let my work that I have to do uh, is late, not do right away.
Ah, okay. So It's also like a traditional habit. Do you have this kind of thing? Like in the Philippines, we have this traditional habit that instead of doing it now, we do it later. We have a term about that, but I don't know if it's applicable because it's not an English term. It's a Spanish term because we believe that we got it from Spanish people. So in the Philippines, we call it Ningas Kugon. It means that even if you can do it now, you choose to do it later.
Mm.
Yeah. Do you think it's because of laziness or what? In your opinion, Anna, what is the reason of that? Is it just because you think you have a lot of time?
Yeah, I think I have a lot of time, so I think let it. We I don't need to finish it right away.
Does it include your work um, in your company? Like you need to finish this paperwork in your company, but you also don't do it now.
Mm.
Okay. So it's in general. I got it. So because I thought sometimes we kind of think that okay, I will do it later because it's less important, and I will do the most important activity. That's what we're thinking. But in your case, it's general. So maybe it's really your habit, Anna. Good luck. All right. How about you, Kam? Do you think that you have a quality life? Good quality life these days?
Uh, in my mind, I think quality life to relate about the quality um, of, of my life as money or food or relax time and some. Is that right?
We didn't catch it because you froze when you were speaking. You froze. Could you repeat it? I just catch that you said you think the quality of life is defined as having money or good food. Is that all?
Yeah.
Mm. Anything else?
Um, some other thing like clothing, some service for my life become better, time for relaxing,
Mm.
and uh, other relationship. I think that to create my quality of life.
Mm. I think that's
So,
a general thought. So maybe that's a general definition. General definition. General definition of the quality of life that you connect good life to having I think enough money, good food on your table, having good relationships with the people around you. But if you are going to see to yourself like on an individual level, yeah, but I think maybe Kam is having a quality of life, Anna, because he is exercising every day, but we don't.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it is your opinion, Cam, and it is your understanding that you are having a good quality of life. Only Anna and I were having bad quality.
He gets up early every morning, do
Mm-hmm.
exercise, and has 3 meals a day.
All right. So yeah, in totality, guys, this essay talks about how our life is being influenced by less important matters, and it leads us to have a bad quality of life. And it is also said here that good habits are difficult to form, but if we are consistent, okay, and if we do some effort, it says here determination and dedication, maybe we can form good habits. So in your case, Anna, do you think you need to like do something to form good habits or just let it be?
I think doing something over and over every day with good awareness is build good habit, and it's difficult to form to build a good habit because we have to try. But
Okay.
in bad habit, we we just let it be.
Okay. Let it be. So actually, guys, we have a lot of habits. Maybe we don't know that we are doing it in our daily life, but it's a habit. So how about you, Tom? Do you think you need to do something to form good habits and yeah, to have a good quality of life?
Because the habits is the action not depend on my mind. So I don't know. I don't know the thing I want to change for to make my life become better. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, maybe that's what's difficult, guys, when we don't know what habits do we have and if these habits are good or bad. But maybe you will find out later what are those bad habits of yours if you are going to deeply think or you become conscious of what you are doing. For example, um, after eating, you sleep. Do you do that? How about you, Tom?
Uh,
Because you eat a lot.
I think there are some problem I want to change, but not depend on my mind. Nearby time, my wife concerned to me about snoring when I sleepy, and yes, I think that pretty bad when I to interrupt other sleep,
Mhm.
and especially with my wife. So if I can, I want to change that. But it depends on many other things. Um, so some days when I feel tired, I really need to loud in slowing. But other day when I have many free time, I think everything will be okay. And if everything becomes worse, maybe I have to train to other room with my wife. I think so.
Yes, because snoring is actually a habit. It is a habit. So sometimes we are not conscious or we don't know that we have a lot of these bad habits because according to our essay here, because of man's lazy and selfish nature. So yeah, we don't know that we are doing it. So maybe sometimes we need to be conscious or we need to be aware of ourselves. But I think snoring is difficult. That's something that you need to really like you need to know that you are snoring. That's very difficult to do. Okay, so let's have question number one. Is habit ever directly defined in the paragraph? Anna, do you think it's directly defined in the paragraph?
Yeah, I think habit is defined in this sentence. Um, in the first sentence, I think I think so. That
First
is
sentence.
some behavior are trivial, repetitive, and unthinking.
Okay. Yes, that's correct because repetitive, it means you are doing it many times. So let's have number two. Why are bad habits so easy to acquire? Acquire, it means to get or to have. Sam,
I'm not sure about that. I think the bad habit uh, easy to follow, and sometimes we accept that while we don't know the reason why.
okay, so in my opinion, we form bad habits because we are not conscious about what we are doing every day. So sometimes we can form bad habits in our environment. For example, for kids, if we allow kids to use gadgets for how many hours, or if we allow them to watch television for how many hours, they could form a bad habit. Like they will cry when they cannot watch television every day. So I think that's a bad habit for kids to watch television or to use gadget for many hours in one day. So it's in our environment, guys. So number three, what would make it easier to form good habits?
Yeah, I think we can form good habits easier when we do it again every day, and day by day it it's become our habit.
Hmm. Okay. So let's have number one. What good habits do you have? Okay, so maybe you can think of your good habits. In my case, maybe these days, one of the good habits that I have is I tend to like watching more documentaries right now than watching movies. So for me, documentaries are more informative and it can broaden or widen your mind in many things rather than movies because movies are fiction or it is not true. So I think that's one of the good habits that I have right now. But in your case, Anna, you have to give a lot because the question is what good habits? For example, drinking a lot of water every day. Yes, that's a good habit.
I think one of my good habits is I always finish my responsibility. Uh, However, sometimes it's late, sometimes it's on time, but when I let it late, it
Mm.
don't affect everyone.
Mm. Okay. So yeah, I think that's good. Just make sure that you don't affect any person in your company. It's only you who is affected. That's good. And is there anything else like simple habits?
Uh, Take a bath every day.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, sleeping, eating, those are habits every day. Hey, that's actually true, Anna, because many people right now are not taking shower every day. Some people are actually taking shower every other day. That's their habit.
Mm,
And when we were in Hama village, we wash our hair like after 4 days or after 3 days because of the weather. Yes. So as what I've said, we form our habits based on our environment also. Hmm. Anything else?
Uh, don't let my account out of money.
That's very important.
The
Yeah.
rich.
So it's really good to have that habit, Anna. Maybe it can make you reach one of these days. You are building that kind of habits. Yeah, we have to ask Cam later if what is his habit to become a rich person. Okay. Is there anything else, Anna? What habits? What good habits do you have? Like simple ones,
Mm.
eating vegetables.
Yeah. Proactive in my life. I don't
Mm.
depend on anyone.
Oh, so you are an independent woman. So
Yeah.
you don't depend on your husband.
I don't depend my husband about financial.
Mm. Oh,
Ah,
you are financially independent, Anna. I think that's good in this modern world. I
Yeah,
think being financially independent
yeah.
is good. Mm. Because I want to ask, what does it give you when you are financially independent from your husband? Because I observed that some wives they just wait for their husband to give them money. Is that right?
Yes,
Okay, so I think financial independence gives you freedom.
yeah.
Hmm. Congratulations for having a good habit. I think you can start to think now, Anna, of your bad habits because I will ask Cam what are his good habits. So, Cam, can you
Yeah.
tell me what are your good habits?
I think because the bad or good habits depend on each people. So in my case, maybe when I wake up early in every morning, that is a good habit with me. But with the other people, it's not good. So I think in my case, the good habit is when I can to wake up early and yeah, it,
Okay. Yes, I think so. Waking up early is actually a good habit, and but for some people they don't like they don't. It's bad for them to wake up early. Maybe they will have headache, or they will still go back to sleep after waking up early. What else, Cam? What are your good habits?
um I don't know. I don't think about any good habits I have. I
Mm.
think just get up early.
Running. I think it's a good habit.
Running is the action I can control my mind.
Mm. So it's your hobby, not your habit.
Yeah,
Okay. So you only have one good habit.
and I
I
think
think
many other is a bad habit.
all okay. The rest are bad or worse. So let's have number two. What are your worst habits? I think in my case, maybe if after our class, if I don't have another class, I will go back to sleep. Yes, I wake up early. That's a good habit. Many people are really saying that it's a good habit. But before, I don't have a class after our class, so I go back to sleep. But now I have a class, so I cannot sleep. So see, things and events and your environment can really affect your habits. So I think going back to sleep is a bad habit or one of the worst habits. And I think right now I'm also developing like a bad habit of always reading a book, but I cannot finish it. But before, I always like I'm very interested to really read books. Right now, I cannot finish one book, so I keep on reading a lot of books in one time, but I don't finish one book. Yes, that's it. And also cooking a lot, but I I try to eat it all, but I can't because I think I'm so hungry. But after cooking it, okay, I'm not hungry anymore. So I think that's worse because sometimes you waste food. So how about you, Anna? What's your worst habits?
Uh, I think that is when I think I don't have enough time to finish some of my ability that I have to finish. And at that time, I often get angry, don't control my feeling.
Oh my god. Why do you get angry? Yeah, I think Anna, in my opinion, you are really forming a bad habit in that case. So I hope that you will not be angry with those things. So sometimes also the for some people like the slow internet can let them form a bad habit of being impatient. So, but I guess in Vietnam, guys, I haven't really experienced a really bad internet connection. So I think the internet connection in Vietnam is better than any other countries that I've been. So in some other countries like the Philippines, many people are developing a habit of being impatient. Like they don't have patience anymore because of how slow the internet is. So it's like that. What else, Anna?
What else? uh, don't patient with my goal that I set.
Not being patient with your goal.
Uh,
Okay. Oh my God, Anna, you are really a person who have a temper. Like you have a bad temper because you said you get angry when you cannot do things and you
yeah.
are impatient and you don't have patience with your goals. Mm,
Yeah.
okay. Yes. So I think you are honest about your temper. It shows in your habit. So I hope that you can change it a little bit. Maybe number one is that if you can do it now, you have to do it. But I actually also have that kind of habit, Anna, but it's like last minute syndrome. You know what's last minute syndrome? Like I have to submit this paper maybe 30 minutes. So that's the time that I will do it. Last minute syndrome. I mean, I can do it yesterday, but I did not. Just like you,
Yeah.
I do it in the last minute.
Yeah.
Last minute syndrome. That's it. Mm. And with our goals, it's really hard to be patient. Like for example, we want to be thin. So we really need a lot of patience in that. So how about you, Anna? Is there anything else like your worst habit, or that's all?
I think we changed to Camston.
Hmm. Your worst habits, Anna, are not simple actually. How about you, Cam? What are your worst habits? Because you said you only have one good habit and the rest the rest are worst or bad.
I think the worst habit with me is I pretty often delay in my job.
You often
Sometimes yes. Sometimes I feel better the if I can do in my deadline. But
mm,
other way, when I have more free time, I always to delay.
mm. Oh, the same with Anna. Delaying delaying tactics as well. But do you think you have an advantage because you are the boss and Anna and I we are workers, but you are the owner of your own business, but Anna and I needs to follow something because we work for a company.
Yes, sometimes I think so really hard for me when I am a boss, but some other way I remind me I just a person, and I think delay is a part of many other people, and I think I have to try yeah, try to control that and try to change uh, in the future. I hope
Mm.
so.
Oh my God, Anna, I think like when Kam said that I'm just an ordinary person, he's like a very popular actor or singer. All right. So yeah, I guess many of us have like bad habits or worse habits, such as delaying the things that we can do now. Hmm. Is there anything else, Come? Or that's all? You said the
Yes,
rest.
I think with the worst habits, I think delay is the worst thing I have to
Mm,
face.
mm. Okay, that's the worst thing. So let's have number three. How do you create a habit, or does it just happen without any activity on your part? In your own experience, does it just happen without you knowing that it's happening? Because I said a while ago that our habits are also formed because of our environment and because of the people around us, because they influence us. For example, before there's no Facebook, so we don't usually use social media. But right now, one of the reasons why we cannot sleep early is because of social media, particularly Facebook. Yeah, I don't know, guys. There is something about Facebook that would lead us to keep on scrolling. Do you have that experience? Like, you want to stop, but you cannot stop yourself, and
Yeah.
you continue to scroll. It's like it's becoming a habit, and for us, for me personally, it's a bad habit. But it's so hard to break it. Yes. So can you answer number three, Anna?
Yeah, in my case, although I know uh, I need to build more good habits
Mm,
to improve my life, but I can. I often let uh, another person create a habit for me. For
mm,
example, when I want to get up early, I need to study English uh, because it requires me get up early every day to join the class.
okay. So even if you know it, of course, that you have to get up early, but you become lazy.
Hmm.
I guess we're all the same. Yeah. Why comes laughing? Like maybe it's natural for Kam Anna to wake up really early.
Yeah.
So you don't have any difficulty, Kam, waking up early? Mm, congratulations. It's just normal. Oh, because even if we are, I don't know, Anna, in your case, even if we're doing this for how many months or years, like waking up early, it's still difficult for us to wake up, isn't it? Like how many years have you been waking up early to study English?
How many years?
Yeah, or let's say how many months have you been waking up
Just
early?
several months.
Several months?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay, okay, just several months. I thought years. Okay, so that's understandable because building a good habit is really difficult. Let's have Cam. Does your habit just happen without any activity in your part? I wonder, Cam, why running did not become your habit. So it's still a hobby of yours. You've been running for how many years? Since birth?
Uh, no, I think I just running about uh 4 or 5 years.
Mm, okay.
Yes, and I don't know that maybe that's my part. It's a part of my life. Um, I don't think that's a habit.
Mm, okay, because maybe you're doing some effort to do it. So maybe sometimes you don't like to run, but you force yourself to run because of health reasons. You want to be healthy.
Um, yes, sometimes uh, I when I feel too tired, or especially when I had a bad sleep and
Mm,
wake up so tired.
mm,
I sometimes I give me some reason to refill the running. But after that, I try to forgot and go down the stair and take my shoe and go out. And really fast later, I forgot everything and focused on exercise.
wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I think sometimes, guys, we give ourselves reasons to skip to skip something. Or for example, we don't like we have a diet like we don't eat rice anymore or we don't eat meat. But sometimes we give ourselves reason, okay, I will just eat once. So you eat meat and then the next day you say another the same reason. So we give ourselves some reasons. So let's have number 4. Are there any habits you want to lose?
Delaying and slowing, that I really want to
Snoring.
lose.
Good luck with snoring, Cam. I think we can still do something about delaying the things that we can do because sometimes we can control it, but because out of our laziness, we tend not to do it. But I think snoring, you really can control it. How about you, Anna?
Yeah, I think all of my bad habits I want to lose,
Oh,
but it's not easy.
too much work. I think you have a lot of work to do, Anna. Mm. Yes. All right. So let's have number 5. What habits do you want your children to have?
For me,
I want my children.
Cam, you froze.
Oh, Anna,
Maybe you can.
uh, okay. I think in my case, I want my children create the habit vocabulary, and I try to do that with my daughter. When I asked her to wake up about 7 a.m. and about 6 months later, I want she wake up early about maybe that 6 a.m.
Huh? Your daughter is 6 years old, right?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think it's good for kids, Anna, to wake up early, like 6 a.m.?
In my case, I want my boy to tell the truth and read more books.
Mm, okay. So habits for Cam, it's more on behavior, and for Anna, it's more on like academic. Okay. So it's up to you guys. It's your kids. So yeah, I think also building a good habit of reading is good. It's an exercise to the mind, and also yeah, waking up early. And so good luck, guys. I hope you can do it. So let's have here what habits would be good or bad to exercise in the following activities. Driving. For example, driving like you drive very fast. So maybe that's a bad habit. How about you, Come, for driving? What are good and bad habits to exercise in that activity?
I think driving with the fast speed not good.
Mm, okay. So other drivers, guys, they keep their lights. I don't know what do you call that because I'm not a driver. They keep their lights on, like the front in the front of their car, and I think that's not a good habit for others. I don't know. How about reading, Anna?
Yeah, I think it's good because bring more knowledge to reader.
Okay. So how are you going to build a good habit of reading?
I'm so lazy. I just read book with my son.
Children's book.
Yeah,
Children's book.
children book.
Yes. So I think I know. I also know this one because I really love reading, but lately I'm developing a bad habit of, as what I've said, not finishing the book. So I think it's good to read one page a day.
One page.
Because right now we are actually occupied with social medias, many social media. So we tend to use social media more than reading books. So I think maybe we can start by reading one page per day. Because reading a book is really different. So let's have watching TV. Cam.
Actually, I'm rarely watching TV. Maybe about 1 hour per month. Yeah.
Oh, 1 hour per month. Oh, it's so low. Okay. So in my case, I don't watch TV. How about you, Anna?
Yeah, I don't watch TV for a long time, but I watch a YouTube.
Oh, it's different. It's not a television. Yeah, because right now we can watch television, the programs. I mean, the programs on TV, on YouTube. It's like what we call live streaming or recording. So it's really different right now. Let's have studying English. What good habits can you form? in studying English, guys? It's not actually saying if studying English is a good habit or a bad habit, but it is asking what good and bad habit can you form in the following activities. Like for example, as what you've said, Anna, you need to wake up early, but you are lazy. So you are forming a bad habit in studying English. Okay, how about you, Cam? What good exercise can you do in studying English?
I think studying English depend on my target. Uh, Maybe because it supports for my job, so I have to follow. But it not depend on my job. I think I'm pretty lazy.
Yes, it's actually true, guys, because English is a very broad subject. It would really depend on your target. So, um, if you are going to like study grammar right now, it would be very like heavy because you have to study a lot of rules.
Yes.
So it's very bulky, like very thick and very bulky. Because in my case, I studied like grammar for 4 years in formal setting, but I still need to like continue to study it maybe for the rest of my life. So, but practical English is easier, like daily expressions, because you just need to memorize it. Okay, how about you, Anna?
Mm, I think when I study English, I can I have pronunciation better than before.
My pronunciation is better than before. Okay, are you sure? Just kidding. All right. So yeah, some people they focus in really just pronouncing the words in studying English. And some people just focus in studying vocabulary or expressions. So other people focus in studying business English because they are in business sector. Okay, so let's have letter E, talking with people. In my case, guys, honestly speaking, in our class, I'm very talkative. In any of my classes, I'm very talkative. But actually, outside, I am not talkative. But if my friends are like we're close, I am talkative. So only in the class, I am talkative. But if it's not in the class, I am not. So maybe sometimes it's a bad habit because in ESL class or EFL class, the students should talk more. Like 70% of the talking must come to students and not the teacher. Okay. How about you, Cam? Do you have a good habit of like, oh, you're a salesman? Yeah, but you can still answer this question. Good or bad
Talking
habit?
with people.
Yes.
I think with my customer, I always to find out them and to talking with them so much. But with the other people, I rarely to talking with them.
Mm, okay.
And
It's really
almost situation, I always to sit in the place and waiting them to come with me and talking with me. Yeah.
so so you also don't usually talk just to, for the people that you work with. Okay. So how about you, Anna?
Yeah, I think I'm not a talkative person like Cam. It's hard. It's it's hard really to connect with people by talking.
Mm, I think
It's
that's true.
Yeah, especially the stranger.
Mm. Even with your friends, guys, like in my experience with most of my friends are actually jokers. So when we talk, we don't have like very serious topics. Most of our topics are very trivial or not really important. So yeah, and it's really right now it's hard to talk with people wherein you talk about serious matters. Maybe you talk about the problems in the world. Not many people like are interested to talk about that. Okay. So maybe this time, guys, it's really good to build a habit of listening to people. So let's have letter F, spending money. Cam, do you have a good habit of spending money or bad habit?
Um, I'm not sure about that. In my mind, I think spending money is the most important thing you have to learn if you want to control your life. Sometime in my business, I I think I have good habits in spend money. But
Mm.
other time, I think I'm not good when I focus so much on money.
That's very difficult. Many people believe that businessmen are really good in managing finances or managing their money. That's the common thought of ordinary people to businessmen. Okay, how about you, Anna?
I think spending money without plan is not good. It
Mm.
can lead me out of money easily.
There is this habit, guys, for some people, like it's called one day millionaire. Do you want do you have any idea why they called one day millionaire? It's an idiom like, okay, if you receive a lot of money now, you will spend it, maybe most of it, but then tomorrow you don't have food or a lot of food on your table because you spend a lot of it one day only. So you are called one day millionaire. And I think most teenagers are like that right now. Or even not teenagers. Some people when they receive a lot of money right now, they tend to buy a lot of things. And so tomorrow, maybe there's a tendency that they will suffer. And we have to learn it. All of us because we don't know like the virus. Okay, let's have letter G, shopping. In my
Anna,
case, I don't really like shopping. How about you, Anna?
I think every woman loves shopping.
Really? I don't like shopping.
You are not woman.
I'm really lazy, Anna, to go to supermarket and maybe choose or line up like that. Maybe if I buy food, that's shopping for me.
I
Okay,
think
so
window shopping is okay.
mm, eye shopping or window shopping. So in your case, Anna, do you spend a lot of money to go shopping for yourself alone?
Not much.
Mm. So you're not a woman. Okay, how about you, Tom?
I think maybe Anna just shop not think.
What?
Uh,
Not you.
the many Vietnamese people always said shopping is if you go to shop, pay much money for something. That is the full of the meaning of shopping. First, user to go to the shop and look around everything and don't pay anymore. Thus is a shop, not paying.
Ah, just shop. Tom is
Uh,
creating his own words. Shop is a noun.
I think I don't like shopping and rarely to go shopping because maybe I don't feel interesting with that, and I don't like every I have everything I need, so I don't think shopping is good for me.
Yeah, because maybe you don't do the shopping. It's your wife who does it for you. Hey, come, there is a very popular, I think, TikTok about doing things. I think you can do it. Yes, I do the shopping. Yes, I do the cleaning. You can do it, come. Okay, let's have exercising. Anna.
Mm, because I don't do any exercise, so it's bad for me.
Mm, yes, I think we're the same. Just eating exercise. Okay, how about you, Cam?
Yes, I think that good and support me a lot in my life.
Mm. So your exercise is only running, right?
Walk and run.
Okay. So also walking. Let's have letter I, eating. Do
I
you
like
think your
eating. Yes.
uh, you think your eating habit is good, Cam, or bad?
In my case, I think eating is a good habit, and because time eating to help me become enjoyable and uh, pretty funny. Other ways eating make me fat.
Mm, because I heard that you eat a lot, right? You said
Yes,
in our previous classes.
yes. I think the time when I eating really fun.
Mm.
Really? Okay. How about you, Anna?
Yeah,
Do you have a
I think eating is a part of my life. I can't live without eating. Through
yeah.
eating, I can enjoy more delicious food, but I
Mm,
think I should control the quantity of food uh, in dinner meal.
mm. Dinner? During dinner?
Yeah, dinner.
Yes, because uh during dinner is the time that we should eat a little, they said. But I guess in your case, Anna, and in my case, dinner is the time that we can eat a lot. So it's different. Also, I think it's a bad habit. Also, but with because of the nature of our work, like we have much time after working, so that's the time that we can eat a lot. All right. So I hope, guys, that you will be forming good habits, more more good habits in the future. Oh, we have a lot of opinion samples. So let's have number one. I think we'll have number one and number two. Anna.
I think it talk about forming a good habit
Mm,
through doing the same thing at the same time under the same circumstances every day, and
mm.
it become a habit.
So do you think it's true in your own opinion?
Yeah, it's right.
Okay, so that's really right. So it says here that sometimes we are not aware of our habits. of what we are doing, but the bottom line is if we want to build a good habit, we must do it with determination. So, Anna, you have to really be determined in waking up early to study English and in doing your work on time. You are on time, but you are just delaying it in not delaying your work. Okay. So good luck on that, Anna. Let's have number two. Come.
I think we should to develop the good habits in our kids. Uh, in this paragraph, there is so many good habits like diligently, um, hygiene. But I think um, we should to do that for our children.
Okay. So building good habits for our kids, guys. So there is a saying that um, it's better to teach our kids at an early age. So So there is a saying that the earlier we teach our kids, the better it is because sometimes it is too late. It's too late to teach them something, especially when they are already matured. So maybe right now is the right time for you to teach your kids these good habits, especially waking up early in the morning or yeah, reading. Those are good habits. Let's have number three.
Uh, the paragraph number 3 talk about some people spend a lot of time for television, although they just let it on, don't focus on whatever they show. But uh, they should change their habit.
Mm,
Instead of spending time for television, they can read book or uh, playing instrument or take a walk.
okay. Yes, I think so because right now, Anna, like people are multitasking. So when they are watching television, they are also using smartphone and sometimes they're also reading something. So they're doing three things in one time. So I think in your case, Anna, you don't usually do it because you don't usually watch television.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So let's have number four come. Merchandisers, it's business.
Uh, in my case, I think sometimes we waste many money for many things we don't really need. But in my business, I like that when every people always pay a lot for something that make everything so developed. Yes.
Because you're a businessman. But for Anna and I, it's not good. Like to buy something on the spot because yeah, for example, online shopping right now, Anna. So if we scroll on Shopee, Lazada, and Tiki, and we like we like that item, then we want to buy it on the spot or order it on the spot.
Yeah.
But we realize that we don't really need it. So we have to carefully consider those things. But for Cam, I think it would be an advantage because he's a businessman. Okay, so that's it. So let's have some of the expressions. Let's have number one. A habit is something a fellow hardly notices until it's too strong to break. Who wants to like give an explanation or your understanding about it?
Yeah, I think it's concerned about bad habit. For
Mm.
example, when a kid watch smartphone too much and day by day it become the bad habit for them. When we want to stop it, when we want to stop them to watch it,
Mm.
they often cry. It's, it's not easy to um, preventing to prevent them stop immediately.
Yes, that's right. So it's also like our habit of delaying the things that we have to do, Anna. Like we will say, okay, today I will delay my work because I still have a lot of time. And then the next day you will also say the same thing, but you don't know that you are building that kind of bad habit. And then you realize that you cannot control this already because you have been doing it regularly. So it's really actually better to be conscious of what we're doing so that we are going to know how to control these things. But I think we cannot control it. And so good luck for that kind of habit. So let's have number two, the worst boss anyone can have is a bad habit.
I think when I can't aware about my bad habits that affect to me when I do decision uh, something in my business, and I believe that the worst boss is the person who have many bad habits.
Okay, so it's not the habit and it's not the habit but the person who has bad habit. That's what you mean, Tam.
Yes, my mean is the person don't understand and and have a many bad habits. That is the worst boss.
Okay. Yeah, definitely it's a worst boss because you cannot control it. Like for example, spending a lot of money for shopping. So there are people who are called shopaholic. Shopaholic, it means that they shop a lot. It means that they shop a lot and they cannot control themselves in buying something. So later on they are going to realize that what they are buying is not actually important, and they just buy it because they don't have control over it. So even though they want to break the habit or they want to say no in buying something, but they cannot say no to themselves because they cannot they cannot control themselves in buying because they already built that habit. So it's called shopaholic. Why did you laugh, Anna? Are you a shopaholic?
Yeah. um, it's remind myself um, in my living we have a market fund page for every citizen live in our apartment,
Mm.
and I often search it, and every day I often buy at least one product. Uh,
Every day.
um, even sometimes uh, I see, oh, it's cheap, I should buy. Sometimes I see it can happen only one time. I buy, and finally I can't remember what a thing I bought.
Really?
Yeah.
OMG.
I often buy the product for cooking, such as um, fruit or vegetable or candy. Yeah, I love them.
But you don't usually cook, right? Just kidding. Your neighbor cooks for you. Yes, guys. So that is why number two is really important. I think this reflects our daily activities and our daily values. Like there is a habit of us that we cannot really control it. It's because we've been doing it almost every day without us knowing. So sometimes it can disturb other people or it can affect other people. But yeah, because we are unconscious that we are doing it, it's very difficult to break it. So I hope, guys, that if you have a bad habit right now that you want to break, I hope you can slowly do something about it. Or if not, good luck to the future.
Good luck in the future. Yeah.
Okay, so that's it, guys. Do you have any questions about habits?
Now, Bina, and today is the last day for our course.
Yes,
Mm.
because it's Friday. All right, so that's it, guys. Thank you so much for today, and I hope that you have a great day. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.